9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Latina Diaspora. For the benefit of those of you who are not familiar with the channel or watching this channel for the first time, what we discuss here is issues pertaining to Latinos residing in the United States. Um, I want to let everybody know that I'm currently live on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. Of course, I have my main channel, which is called Uncommon Sense with Jose Negron, where I discuss everyday issues when we try to find logical solutions. But not everyone uses logic. Um, First of all, I just want to give a huge shout out to all those who've already subscribed to the channel. Whether you've been a supporter from the very beginning or just recently joined, I really appreciate your love and continued support. I also want to give a huge shout out to all those who follow me on social media, as well as those who allow me to enter into your devices and those who watch from the clouds, even the haters. So, what I'm going to ask you to do, if you have not done so already, I'm going to ask you to please subscribe, like, and set the bell notifications to all. Uh, so, uh, so whenever I do produce content, you will have the opportunity to catch it live or catch it on the playback. So tonight we'll be talking about Puerto Rican traditions and customs. But before we do that, we're going to have another episode of In My Words. Now, tonight I don't have a lot to discuss, other than the fact, of course, we're entering into the final fourth part of the year. Within a few days, it will be the end of August, and we'll be entering into September, which here in New York begins um, the school year for our children. Okay, um, so many of our children, it'll be a year of learning, expanding their mind, meeting new friends, and things of that nature. Also, here in New York, we'll have at least three parades. Okay, first of all, on, La- um, on Labor Day, we will have the West Indian Day Parade, which would take place in Brooklyn, which is a celebration of West Indian culture. A few days after that, the Saturday after the Labor Day, we'll have the Labor Day Parade where all the different unions will march to show pride in part of being a member of a union. And then a couple of weeks later, on September the 21st, we'll have the African American Day Parade, where we will march in Harlem. Okay. And of course, here in New York, I mean, it's basically a city of all different types of parades. Um, Recently, we had the Dominican Day Parade. Of course, we also had the Puerto Rican Day Parade in June, and also the Gay Pride Parade. So it is a reminder that the days are getting shorter, the nights are starting to get longer, and next thing you know it, we'll be entering into the autumn season. where we will celebrate Latino Heritage Month, which runs from September the 15th to October the 15th. I will be discussing that at some point in the month of September. So, with that being said, we're going to get into the main topic. Now, let me just, I thought usually I will have the link already set up. I see that I have not done so. So now I'm going to enter the link. So I'm going to put it in the chat. Now, excuse me. Oops, excuse me. Just give me a moment. See. Okay. So I just want to let everybody know that the link is just been pinned. So anyone wishes to hit the link and opine regarding the subject at hand, they can do so. However, if I've never seen you before, if I've never heard from you before, I will insist that you come up in the backstage to make sure that no one tries to flash anything inappropriate, which will cause the people of YouTube to take down their stream. Once I see that you're not going to try to flash any genitalia and you're going to respect the rules and guidelines of this platform, you will be permitted to join the panel. As always, as I stated, whether you wish to cam up or not cam up, that I leave it to your discretion. Now, of course, when it comes to Puerto Ricans, we have our own customs and beliefs and things of that nature. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to share with you so hopefully I'll be able to share my screen. Okay, so hopefully, again, hopefully image will appear. Okay. So here are some traditions that makes us unique. Okay, let me just. Okay. Let's see if I can. Ugh. And of course, we all know that traveling to Puerto Rico is a unique experience with its nature, beaches. Okay. What people don't know is that we have typical festivals and some great food. The traditions of Puerto Rico are varied, and its festival makes your trip a unique experience. So let me just go into what makes us unique. Of course, we have our patron saint festivals. These take place mainly in January and December in every town in Puerto Rico. There are 78 fiesta patronales in a total distributed around Puerto Rican towns. It was mentioning that these festivals are not held on the same dates. During a patron saint festival, the locals gather in the main square and carry out different activities, parades, games, and a wide variety of typical food, and a mix of music and contemporary music hits and folklore tracks the main attraction. Here are some time. Okay, so Let me just give you some example. The Mask Festival. Every December the 28th, at, at the annual event, is filled the streets with cheerful colors and warm atmosphere of joy and festival. The festival, the Festival of Mascaras, is one of the most deeply rooted Puerto Rican traditions dating back to the 19th century. Immigrants from the Canary Islands gave birth to this event. The festival slowly made its way to Puerto Rican culture year after year until it became a local tradition. And the neighbors roam around the streets with handmade masks and parade through the main streets. Both children and adults love the playful tone. There are, there are also those who dress up in cars and trucks in the mask festival. At the later stages of the festival, competition is held to decide which masks are the best. Let's get something to drink. Okay. Masks play a crucial role in the annual carnival, drawing marchers to the streets of Puerto Rico cities. Men, women, and children wear brightly colored masks and costumes to participate in the parade. Some of the costumes are cleverly integrated into a various customs patches, adding a big unique charm and handcraft temperature to this joyful festival. Residents wear elaborate decorated costumes as if anyone is working on art, exuding festive joy and cultural pride with every step. Now, there's also the San Sebastian Street Festivals. It is celebrated on San Juan in January and functions as the after party of Christmas. In fact, there are many tourists who travel to Puerto Rico just to enjoy the San Sebastian Street Festival. The Fiesta de Calle San Sebastian is one of the most popular celebrations in Puerto Rico. Parades, music, shows, etc. takes place. There's also the popular parade of the Cabezudos, which involve having giant dolls. They are several meters high and circle around the city. Dolls have made their own personalities, so the festivals are full of silly interactions between the dolls and people. It's impossible not to laugh during the festival. There's also the night of San Juan. Every June the 23rd at night, Puerto Ricans go to the shores of the island to follow tradition ritual. This is a religious event that celebrates San Juan Bautista's birth. Puerto Ricans enter the sea 3 times with their backs to the ground to ward out evil spirits. During the event, there are lots of bonfires ashore with people singing around them. Not only does Puerto Rico offer great sights and cultural events, but also otherworldly cuisine. There is such a variety of exquisite food that you may want to try it all. There's even a festival dedicated to the island's food. Number one is the Sabor Puerto Rican Food Festival. This is the main food festival of the island with over 60 restaurants taking part in it. The taste the taste tasting testing festival is usually held during the spring and gather the best chefs Puerto Rico has to offer. The event takes place in one of the most beautiful municipalities in the country, Catalina. Many tourists visit Puerto Rico to experience the Sapoya Food Festival. There's also the San Juan Soulful Food Festival, which is different from most traditional foods in Puerto Rico. You can try a small portion of food without paying too much. The name Soulful comes from the area in which the area is celebrated. South Fortaleza tourist attraction in Viejo San Juan. The event takes place twice a year around June and December. In the Soul Food Festival, more than 40 restaurants set up booths offering tasting of their products, sometimes for free. Locally produced beverages also on display. Even if you're full, you can enjoy the various local artists performing around La Fortaleza. There's also the Macabeo Festival, who occupies an important place in Puerto Rican culture. It is a traditional trademark of the island. Puerto Ricans are very proud of their unique dishes and its background. The Macabeos are part of the Caribbean menu. In Trujillo Alto, in the first day of December, the city is brimming with life during the Macabeo Festival. Chefs gather and cook their own version of Macabeos to celebrate how significant this meal is for the locals. Traditionally, in most celebrations in Puerto Rico, there is a lot of music to liven up the atmosphere. Another feature of the festival is the trova competition also held. Two singers will improve singing duets. However, everyone can participate. Excuse me. And there's also the coffee festival. In February, Macau celebrates the festival alluded to this drink. As all the festivals, you can enjoy parades and get music. Some of the best coffee in the world is grown in the area. You can buy some samples to take home and remember your fabulous experience. If you're passionate about Puerto Rican lifestyle, there's so much to enjoy. In addition to the work opportunities in Puerto Rico, you can come and settle down and make this country your place in your place in the world. It is what not to miss on your next trip. Puerto Rico is a Caribbean island, rich, unique culture reflected in its lifestyle. Here are some interesting facts about the lifestyle of Puerto Rico. First of all, its language. The official language is Spanish, but English is widely spoken, especially in tourist and commercial areas. Gastronomy. Puerto Rican food combines African, Spanish, and Italian influences. Typical dishes include mofongo, mashed plantains with garlic and chicharron, rice with pigeon peas, and roast suckling pig. It is known as a rich tradition of pasteles, which is similar to tamales. Relaxed schedule. In Puerto Rico, life tends to be more relaxed than in many parts of the world. Island, island time is an expression that reflects the attitude where punctuality is often not a priority. Okay, which was something to bear in mind when you go to visit Puerto Rico. Okay, um, just remember that this has to be a little bit patient when meeting acquaintances and things of that nature. Beaches and outdoor activity. Ireland has beautiful beaches, which means that outdoor activities such as surfing, diving, and fishing are popular. In addition, tropical climate favors a year-round outdoor lifestyle. Coffee. Puerto Rico is known for its coffee, which is highly appreciated and is part of the local culture. Coffee farms are common in the island, and Puerto Rican coffee is exported all over the world. Music is a fundamental part of Puerto Rican lifestyle. Reggaeton, salsa, and Puerto Rican folk music such as bomba and plena are popular. Dancing in particular is an important part of local celebration and festivals. Family and community. The family is fundamental in Puerto Rican life, and community plays an important role in daily life. Family relationships are close, and family events are celebrated with enthusiasm. Arts and crafts. Did you know that Puerto Rico has a huge tradition related to arts and crafts? That's right. Ceramics, paintings, sculptures of all sizes, and even handmade wooden items all come with vivid colors and shapes that are recurring themes when it comes to art. Really a must-see thing. And this most huge part when it comes to Puerto Rican island and the Caribbean in general. What? Correct, you guessed it. Thousands of visitors come to the worldwide to witness the beauty of nature. After all, who doesn't want to learn about rich history and culture of the island of enchantment? With thousands of planes coming and leave, you may want to mark properly your luggage tags that allows you not to lose sight of them. Basically, Puerto Rican lifestyle is a mixture of interesting things, lots of cultural influences, a strong connection to nature and music, as well as community sense and cuisine. No matter what island you visit, you'll find something extremely interesting. So make the next holidays, and enjoy the many Puerto Rican traditions or any other. And we're gonna park it here. So that's kind of gives you like a little flavor regarding our culture, things of that nature. I mean, I can go on for hours, but in all fairness, this is going to be a short stream. I'm just going to show you um, this. Let's see. No, I'm not going to show you, but okay. But just to give you an idea, a sampling. Now, I will be live tomorrow night on my main channel, which is on Common Sense with Jose Negron, and I will have what's called open discussion. And what we do in open discussion is I will share my views regarding several topics, and of course, you, the audience, that is those who in the chat will have an opportunity to opine. Also, if you have anything that you want me to talk about, I will do my best to comply. However, if there's something about a topic which I really don't have a great deal of knowledge about, I'm going to be transparent and state so. So I will be live next week. I'm going to try to come up with something a little bit more substantial. Um, we shall see. I'll probably go on later, say 10 o'clock. Of course, of course, the playback gang, do your own thing, leave whatever comments you wish. Just try to keep the comments respectable. And of course, we're going to close the same way we always close. We must do everything possible to avoid the presence of the mentally and intellectually challenged because if we fail to do so, we'll be infected with the stupidity and massive insanity. This has been another episode of Latina Diaspora. We're seeing you. Good night. Take care.
Be strong.